What's up, y'all? Yes, I want to welcome you to another episode of Getting Stoned with your host, Mr. Storm Petoskey, coming at you live and uninterrupted. Yes, thank you so much for being here. If you're giving a listen, I appreciate you. Hope your day is going well. Hope you're feeling all the good vibes. Hope you're feeling peaceful. Hope you're feeling loved. I hope all that good stuff is happening, is coming your way. Had some rain this morning. It was beautiful, just hearing the rain coming down on the roof. Just laying there in bed and just making me feel real thankful. Yeah, the rain. Something about it, right? Just kind of washes away any of the troubles you're having, nourishes the earth so the plants can grow. Yeah, the animals can grow. It's pretty incredible, all of it. Yeah. And having a roof over your head's pretty bitchin' too. That's what I'm talking about. You know, there's a whole lot of people that don't even have a roof over their fucking head, man. So it's lots and lots to be grateful for. That's for damn sure. Sometimes we get caught up in all these things we gotta do and the craziness of life, and we forget to just be still and appreciate. I certainly know I'm guilty of that. I find myself going from one thing to the next so often, and thinking it's all necessary and I gotta get it done because the day is short and life is short, and I don't know how much, what are you gonna do, man? There's, you gotta keep pushing, you gotta keep striving, you gotta keep doing. And I often forget the importance of just being. And that rain on the roof this morning reminded me of that. And it was okay to just lay there and just listen to the rain. Yeah. I think there might be a song in that. Yeah. Just lay there, listening to the rain. Listening to the rain. I definitely think there's a song in there somewhere. Anyways, sending y'all a big hug. You know how just kind of feel that, get up into it, really feel the truth of it. Yeah. Good stuff, y'all. Good stuff. It's like when you really just pause and you look into the eyes of another human being. Yeah. I mean, really pause and look into the eyes of another human being. If you just give yourself the space to do that, and really settle into it. Yeah, don't divert your gaze quickly, but really just settle into it. And you'll see all these different feelings pass you by, reflected to you in the eyes of that person sitting across from you. Yeah, I think eventually what would happen is if people could just sit down and gaze into each other's eyes, after a long enough amount of time, it would dawn on your dumb asses that you ain't different. All the stuff belongs to all of us. And all those so-called differences that are always getting in our way, those just evaporate. And you really see yourself for who you truly are. Indeed. Anyways, that's what was on my mind this morning when I was laying in bed listening to the rain. Anyhow, I'm going to read here from the book Finn by June Angelini. I read some of his stuff here a few times, a couple times anyways. I just like the way this stuff rolls off the tongue. I think it's pretty great stuff by Mr. Angelini. This one's called True Blue. Michael slaps down the 6-3 on the double six, yells, "Homie, don't play that," in his Upper Peninsula accent. Think the movie Fargo or a Swede just learning English and says, "Give me 15. He keeps whooping us in dominoes because he keeps going to jail for DUIs and all they play in there is that. He's with my mom off 8 Mile. They're down from the Upper Peninsula to visit. Rachel hates him. He's a caveman. He's got a mullet, mesh hat, beat up hiking boots. His jean shorts are cut to his dick and won't stop wearing a t-shirt with a tear on his nipple. He'd look like a cool kid now, but this is 2002. Our neighbors call the cops on him while he's outside smoking. We gotta come out and explain to the police that he's just visiting from the UP and not a rapist. I'm telling Rach, take it easy on him. Ma was feeling pretty bad after the divorce. Terry had been cheating on her for a full year. The whole town knew before her. She was the last to find out. I keep on. He's good to Mom. He does the dishes and shit. Yeah, he's a drunk hick, but it could be worse. She's like, fuck that. Mom deserves better. And I say, sometimes we get what we deserve. And then we argue some more. I come up with the great idea to take the two men in my life and my sister and Mom's boyfriends to Cedar Point Amusement Park in Ohio for a bonding guy trip. We rolled down in Brad's 89 Jetta. No one wants to be there, but I just got my check from Jenny Jones and I'm treating, so they humor me. Michael has us stop at a liquor store to cop some beer before we get there. He gets a 24-pack of Natty Ice. I drag some trucker speed and we hit the point. I pop the yellow jackets and he's already smashed 3 beers on the way in. We park, go in, hit the demon drop without Mike, and when we get off, he's gone. We search the area for him, nothing. I tell Brad, he's probably somewhere freaking out. I don't think he's been around this many people at once, ever. Brad's secretly happy to be rid of him. We hit every ride twice, and when it's time to go, we search the park, then check Cedar Point Jail to get Michael out. He's not there. We find him next to the car polishing off the last beer. We're halfway through Ohio. Michael wants more to drink. We ended up at some strip club off the highway. Me and Brad are getting dances with my 10 grand signing bonus. And Michael won't let a chick touch him. He just wants his beer. This girl's grinding me on to Nickelback. And I see Michael alone at the bar. And I'm like, this motherfucker's in true blue. We get home. My mom and Mike go back to the UP. I'm gone off the trucker speed and end up awake for 2 days. I don't know what else to do, So I end up at another strip club, Cheetahs on 8 Mile. I'm tired of dances. I'm sitting there eating fish and chips while the strippers work the pole. The lack of sleep has got me hallucinating. I'm zoning out on the carpet. It's moving like we're in the ocean. When the waitress hollers at me, she recognizes me from TV, this little bad Mexican chick. I say, "You got a man?" She's like, "Yeah, but he's locked up." I ask, "For how long?" "5 years." I smile. "Shit, you single then?" She gets my number and hits me after work. I'm at Nude Dudes when she beeps me. I go outside. She's on the curb in a Dodge Neon. I walk up to the window. "Come on in. We can use my mom's spare room." She goes, "I can't go in. I got my kid with me." I look in the back and there's a toddler in a car seat fast asleep. We hit the porch. She sucks me off while her car's running. I look at the neon and see the baby seat, then the top of her head bobbing up and down on my dick, and I bust a nut. She swallows, says goodbye, goes back to her kid, and that's the last I see of her. I'm almost out of dough and gotta go back to Cali soon. I get a rental to say goodbye to my mom. Me and Brad are on another road trip, 10 hours north to see my mother and the life she's made for herself. Budget rental gives me a truck with expired plates. I found out when we get pulled over on the other side of the bridge, I got warrants. Instead of going to jail, we drive 5 miles back to the ATM at the gas station. I pull out much money as I can, give it to the cop, and we're on our way. We finally get to this one-stop light town and meet up with my mom. We hit the bar. She goes home early. Brad wants a couple more. We'll meet her back at the house later. We're leaving. We're in the middle of this road of this 2-bar town when we're surrounded by a bunch of drunk rednecks coming out of the other spot. They got rough hands, thick beards, and beat up t-shirts. The leader gets in my face. His breath is cigarettes, cheap whiskey, and stale beer. "What you doing here? Never seen you around here before." The circle tightens around us. I blurt out, "I'm Teresa Porche's kid. I know Tony Porche, Dean Porche, Kent Porche. We just up here visiting." He says, "Well, you better watch out for bears then." They all laugh and then stagger off and leave us standing in the middle of the empty street. Next day, we're back at that same bar with my mom and Michael. Michael's had a few in him and he's in a good mood. "Let's go to my house, have a fire and a beer too." We follow them to the county store. He comes out with some old style beer and a bag of chips. We're driving 60 through the woods for miles on a 2-lane highway when we finally pull over on the side of the road. There's nothing but trees and a 50-mile-per-hour sign. We hop out the car and Brad's like, "Where are we?" Michael says, "My house, it's through here." We walk through the forest for what feels like forever when we come to a clearing with grass and wildflowers. In the middle of the clearing, there's an ice fishing shack. I say, "This your house?" He nods. "Yep." We walk up to it. It's wood and it's weathered with an aluminum chimney. There's a fire pit next to it littered with empty beer cans. He goes, "You want a tour?" We're like, "Yeah." Follow him inside. It's 8 foot by 5 foot and musty. There's a car battery in the dirt and he's running his electricity from it. The place is lit with a bare light bulb hanging from the ceiling. There's a dirty mattress next to the battery. The walls are covered with ACDC posters with pictures of kittens. Nice spot, I say. Brad adds, I like the cats. He answers, yeah, they're fucking adorable. I gotta get out. It smells like old wood and wet socks. Michael yells, fuck me running, I forgot the fire, then stomps off into the wilderness. He comes back 5 minutes later dragging a fallen 10-foot tree. It's a pine. He puts the middle part in the fire pit, flicks his lighter, and it goes up in flames. He sits down, lights a smoke, cracks a beer, then offers one to Brad and my mom. They all cheers. I'm sitting on a log, eating chips, staring at the fire, thinking about my mom laid up with him on that dirty mattress. Her staring at the kitten poster on the wall that says, hang in there. June Angelini, man. This brother don't play. He's a Detroit homie through and through. Yeah, I was fortunate enough to meet him once, and man, can he write a good story. Yeah, that's a talent, man. That's a talent. Always makes me laugh. Like I'm reading this one, and I don't know what's coming next, right? And always keeping you on your toes. Thank you, Jude. Thank you so much for putting your artistic spirit and light and energy out into the world, bro. It is very, very, very much appreciated. All right, so we can't have a show without a poem, and this woman is one of my favorites. I've read her stuff on here plenty of times, and I'm going to do it again today because it's just one of those Mary Oliver kind of days. Let's see, what do we got? This is called Where Does the Temple Begin? Where Does It End? There are things you can't reach, but you can reach out to them, and all day long. The wind, the bird flying away, the idea of God. And it can keep you as busy as anything else and happier. The snake slides away, the fish jumps like a little lily out of the water and back in. The goldfinches sing from the unreachable top of the tree. I look, morning to night, I am never done with looking. Looking, I mean, not just standing around, but standing around as though with your arms open and thinking maybe something will come, some shining coil of wind or a few leaves from any old tree. They are all in this too. And now I will tell you the truth. Everything in the world comes at least closer and cordially, like the nibbling, tinsel-eyed fish, the unlooping snake, like goldfinches, little dowels of gold fluttering around the corner of the sky of God, the blue air. Mary Oliver. Can't touch that stuff. She's one of a kind. Rest in peace, Mary. Thank you again for your beautiful life, for the words and the vibes that you so preciously shared. When I read her poems like that, is a perfect example. You're sitting there and you're seeing the goldfinches and you're looking. You're with God. Yeah. Mary Oliver. Right on. So, let's sing a song. I'm going to do another song I like. It's off that album I was singing about last week, Nebraska. It's a Bruce Springsteen song. This one's called Highway Patrolman. Yeah. My name is Joe Roberts. I work for the state. I'm a sergeant out in Parentsville. Back's number 8. I always done an honest job, as honest as I could. Got a brother named Frankie. Frankie ain't no good. Ever since we was young kids, it's been the same come down. Get a call on the shortwave. Frankie's in trouble downtown. If it was any other man, put him straight away. 'Cause when it's your brother, sometimes you look the other way. Me and Frankie laughing and drinking. Nothing feels better than blood on blood. Taking turns dancing with Maria as the band played the Jonestown flood. I catch him when he's straying, like any brother would. Man turns his back on his family, but he just ain't no good. Frankie went in the army back in '65. I took a farm deferment, settled down to Korea for my wife. Wheat prices kept on dropping. like we were getting robbed. Frank came home in '68. Me, I took this job. Me and Frankie laughing and drinking. Nothing feels better than blood on blood. Taking turns dancing with Maria. There's a band playing when the Jonestown flood. I get some string bright and brotherhood. Turns his back on his family. He just ain't no good. I was like any other. Get a call out 8:45. There's trouble at a roadhouse on the Michigan line. There's a kid lying on the floor, bleeding from his head. There's a girl at a table, and it was Frank, they said. I went out and jumped in my car, and I hit the light. Must have done 110 in Michigan County that night. It was out at the crossroads, down round Willow Bay. Chased him through them county roads to the sign said Canadian border 5 miles. Pulled over the side of the highway. Watched his taillights disappear. Frankie laughing and drinking. Feels better than blood on blood. Taking turns dancing with Maria as a band played night on the Jonestown flood. Catch him when you're straying, like any brotherhood. Man turns his back on his family. He just ain't no good. Well, if you're at all familiar with that song, you know that I just fucked it up. Yeah, towards the end there. But what are you gonna do, man? You just keep on pushing through, and you finish the song as best you can. So, with all that said, I want to say thank you again so much for stopping by. I really appreciate anyone who gives this show a listen. Sending lots of good vibes out to all y'all. Until next time, this is Stone Petoskey saying peace.